Welcome to the College Investor Audio Show, where we talk about the biggest issues impacting millennial money, from student loan debt to side hustles to building wealth. We will show you how to get out of debt so that you can build real wealth for the future.
Uh-oh, time to do a little debate. Not really. It's just we're taking a look at a couple of very, very popular debt payoff methods. The Snowball versus the Avalanche. That's today's show on the College Investor Audio Show. Welcome. So when you first start paying off debt, the most important thing is to have a plan. Without a plan, paying off debt can seem like a daunting task, which will quickly deflate any motivation you have to, actually pay off debt. Having a plan, though, can help you realize that debt is not forever and that it is possible to be debt-free. So often, debt feels like a lifetime sentence. But it doesn't have to be. As you explore the different types of debt payoff plans, the debate between the debt snowball versus debt avalanche is bound to come into play. Each side of the debate makes strong points for their favorite debt repayment strategy. And they all make good points. But which one is the best debt payoff method? Let's take a look at each. The snowball method is up first. So the debt snowball method is a plan of attacking your debt with the smallest balance first. So if you have credit cards, student loans, and maybe a car loan, the first step would be to list out all of your remaining balances. Determine which outstanding loan balance is the smallest and focus on that one first. When you choose to focus on the smallest balance, you'll throw any extra money you have for debt repayment toward that loan each month. As for the rest of your outstanding loans, you can stick to paying the minimum while you aggressively attack the smallest balance. Once the smallest loan is paid off, you will move to the next smallest. When you move on to the next smallest loan, you'll be able to use any money you have available for debt repayment, plus the minimum payment of the loan you just eliminated. With that, your snowball used to tackle your debts will continue to grow. You can probably guess the advantages of the debt snowball. If you have a ton of debts on your books, it can be difficult to know which one to choose, which to tackle first. So the snowball allows you to focus on one small debt at a time. Instead of feeling completely overwhelmed by the sheer volume and number of debts that you need to pay off, you can focus on one achievable task at a time. As you eliminate your smaller debts, you can enjoy the feeling of wiping one debt completely out of your life. Forever. The celebratory feeling can provide the motivation you need to keep on pushing forward, one small debt at a time. As you might know, maybe you've tried this before, half the battle of paying off debt is the motivation to do so. With that, the snowball is great if you're looking for an extra boost of motivation. There are some disadvantages, though, to the snowball method. The major disadvantage is that you'll likely pay more in interest on your debt repayment journey. When you focus on the smallest debts first, you aren't necessarily using your funds in the most efficient way possible. Although you will likely pay more in interest, the motivational push provided by the snowball method can be worth it if you need those small wins along the way. So let's talk about the other option, the avalanche method. Now, this focuses on the highest interest rate first. When you use the avalanche method, you'll take a look at all of your outstanding balances to see which one has the highest interest rate attached. You'll start by paying off the loan with the highest interest rate. From there, you'll continue to allocate any funds you have available for debt repayment to the next highest interest rate. Depending on the outstanding loans you have on the books, you might have to start with a large outstanding loan balance. With that, it can take some time to see a big win of eliminating an entire debt. But mathematically, you'll be on a path to eliminate your debts in the most efficient way possible. So the advantages, of course, the numbers behind the avalanche method ensure that you won't pay any more than you absolutely have to as you eliminate your debts. With that, you'll be on the fast track to debt-free. There are some disadvantages to the avalanche method. Although the math behind the avalanche method is impressive, it can be difficult to stay the course. Without small wins along the way, you might not have the motivation you need to stick to your new repayment plan. Snowball versus avalanche. Which is best? In personal finance, nearly everyone has an opinion on what debt payoff method is best. Yet, it's largely swayed towards the snowball method. The motivational wins provided by the Snowball method seem to, win most people over. With a promise of sticking to the course with the small wins along the way, the Snowball method will be the right choice for some. But if you are motivated by the numbers of your personal finance journey, then the progress made with the Avalanche method may be a better fit. With the right internal motivations, you may not need the small wins promised by the Snowball method to stay the course. But ultimately, what I think is best for you isn't necessarily one of these two options. I think it's whatever helps you sleep best at night. That may sound weird, but debt can do a number on your money mindset, your motivation, and your self-esteem. It's okay to change things up a bit. You can create a hybrid method of paying off some small balances, then focusing on bigger payments. You can save a bunch of money and then make one lump payment. Do what makes sense for you, but whatever you do, the most important thing is to just get started. It can be easy to get into analysis paralysis and thinking that you have to choose a plan and feel threatened by doing things the right way, quote unquote. Do it your way. But just do it. Momentum leads to motivation and can keep you going. With the right debt payoff plan for you, you'll be debt-free one day soon. And I can't wait to celebrate that day with you. I hope this was helpful today, and that is our show. If you found it helpful and you want to help somebody else, please share this podcast. If you want more help in paying off debt faster, we have tons and tons of ideas for you to create a side gig, a side hustle that can help you pay off debt and stay debt-free forever and ever. Amen. Thank you so much for stopping by today. Hey, we'll talk to you again real soon.